Hello guys and welcome to Demfest and welcome to yet another video. So in today's video we have the 2015 Mini Cooper S, which is already a very fun car. And we're going to make it even better today, because we have partnered up again with our friends from Audiovolt, and this time we're going to make a Apple Carplay installation video and Android Auto installation video on the Mini Cooper S. This system is actually applicable to Mini Cooper but also to BMW models. As probably a lot of you guys already know, Mini Cooper is part of the BMW group and therefore they use the same infotainment system. So if you want to buy one of these systems, you can check the link in the description down below. And if you want to see more of the Mini Cooper S, you can check the link right here. So let's start off with the package. Alright, so here is the Audiovolt box, and right out of the box you have the manual which states all the steps necessary to do this installation, also for other cars. And here is the Audiovolt box itself. It looks very nice, and in the rest of the box we find some Velcro to stick the module against a part of the car. We have the Wi-Fi antenna. We have a extra microphone if you do not have an OEM one. We have the cables that go into the head unit, and we have some video cables that also connect into the existing head unit and display in the car. So here you can see the old system of the Mini Cooper, and as you can see it has 8 icons. When you order your CarPlay module at Audiovolt, they will explicitly ask you how many icons are there on the screen. So 8 icons means that it's an NBT system. So, and this is the car again. It's the 2015 Mini Cooper S F56 with the 2-liter turbocharged engine, and this one had a remap to 240 brake horsepower. So we first start off with removing the 2 pins underneath the central screen. And you can put a screwdriver in it and gently press them, and then eventually they will come loose and you can pull them out just like so. And then it's time to remove the top part of the dashboard, for which you will need some dashboard removal tools as the ones I'm using here. Alright, so this ring is actually a super annoying part of the job. At first time I didn't know how to get it off, but it seems that if you twist it counterclockwise, so you grab it on the side and you twist it that way, then it just releases and you can take the whole thing off. I think I almost broke it 10 times, but this is the way to do, and then you don't have any problems. Yep. And now it's time to remove the actual screen, which is mounted with 2 torque bolts, and on the top it is mounted with a plug which you can get loose with a screwdriver from the panel we just removed from the top of the dashboard. So we now successfully dismantled the screen from the car. Right now we shall rest it on the gear shifter, but make sure you do not strain any wires, because there might be a wire break and you really do not want to have that. So in order to remove the head unit, we now first have to remove the 2 air vents on the left and the right side of the screen. So, and both air vents are mounted with torque screws and some clips all around the vent. And make sure you do not lose one of these clips. So right now it's only 2 more Torx bolts to remove the full head unit, and it's located on the left and the right side of the head unit. So right now we can loosen one of the video cables and put the screen on top of the dashboard to have more space to work with. So right now we can take a closer look on the cable that's provided in the Audiovolt module. And of course in the manual you'll find an explanation about what these cables are for. So what we will do now is remove all the head unit cables from the head unit and put our CarPlay module system in place and in working on the outside of the dashboard, so that if we have to make any alterations we can do so without having to remove the whole dashboard again. And now we can fit the Audiovolt head unit cable. And when fitting this one, make sure you clip it into place with the clip on the back side of the connector. So and when doing these CarPlay installments, you always need to find a good spot to put the CarPlay module. And in this car we actually found quite a nice spot underneath the dashboard. And it's a safe place. It's also okay with the airbag. So, and this is what it looks like right now. And here again we have the manual of the system, and as you can see here we have the MBT system, and we have to put the dip switches in the right place according to the manual. And right now it's a simple job of just connecting the cables into the CarPlay module, and then it's time to test out this system. Alright, so right now we have practically installed the whole system outside of the dashboard, and now it is time to test the system. In this way you make sure that the system works and that you still have the option to adjust the wiring or put it somewhere else, and just check it before you put everything back together with your CarPlay install. So now it's time to test if the system works. Alright, to launch the system we only have to long press the menu button on the infotainment controller near the gear stick. Then you will get a screen like this, and after that it's time to connect the phone to the CarPlay system. So when doing these aftermarket installs, it is very important to switch off the Bluetooth in the car itself. And with doing that, you allow the CarPlay module to take over the functions that previously were used by with Bluetooth. So as you can see, we now have a fully functional Apple CarPlay and Android Auto system for this Mini Cooper. So this car had the sort of cheaper option screen, so we do not have a actual touch screen, but it is very nice controllable with the controlling knob at the infotainment controller in the center column. So it works very well, I have to say, and this car is just a lot more modern now. So right now the installation looks something like this, and we saw that it works, and now it is time to fully build the system into the dashboard and then close up all the panels. So, and this is the Wi-Fi antenna for the CarPlay module, and you do have to make sure that this is not mounted on a metal part, and therefore we put it on the dashboard itself, so on a plastic part of the dashboard. So to mount the module, we put some Velcro tape on it like this, and then we lock it in place with some cable ties. And because we choose the dashboard as our replacement for the CarPlay module, so we now need to route all the wires through the dashboard to the right side and to eventually connect them to the module. So it now looks something like this. And including in the CarPlay module is a external USB connector, and we found a very nice place for it, so we can route it over the glove box to the other side where the fuse box is located. And if you open the latch, you can just get the USB cable through, and with enough room to spare to eventually also close the lid again. And then you just have a nice system where you can always fall back to the wired CarPlay if you want to do so. And right now it is time to connect all the connectors from the cables to the CarPlay module and then test out again if it works. So very important, we first need to remount this dash panel before mounting the air vents back, because otherwise you cannot mount it again and you have to get it all apart again. And that's exactly what happened to me, so don't make that mistake. So now after that we can remount both the air vents to the left and the right again with the 3 clips and the Torx screw. And right now it's time to remount the screen with the clip above and 2 Torx screws down below. And don't forget to be gentle with the wires, because you don't want any wiring break in this part of the install, because otherwise you have to get it all out again. And that's it, we have a fully working CarPlay system in the Mini Cooper S. So the only thing left to do is install the plastic ring around the screen. And as I said before, you have to put it in a little bit more counterclockwise and then slide it right back into its place. And then after that, we put in the 2 plugs underneath. And the last part is remounting the dashboard cover on top of the dashboard. Alright, so that was it for today. I really liked this install, to be honest. You had a lot more room to work with than in my previous installs, which you can also see on this channel. We did the Volkswagen Golf Mark 7, very popular car. We did the Audi A3, we did my Audi A3 sedan from 2015, which also still works very nicely after 1 year of using it. We did a Volvo XC70, and that system was also available for multiple cars. And now we have this car, and this has been one of the most easiest installs for me personally. So if you want to get more information about these products, then go to audiovolt.nl, and they can help you with finding the system for you. Yeah, with that being said, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao. And greetings from Indonesia. This is my view from Bandung. It's pretty nice. Okay, ciao. Meep, meep, meep.